After years of speculation, campaigning, and hype, Zack Snyder's finally been able to release his vision of the Justice League. HBO Max has given Snyder freedom to truly create his own movie and be able to tell the story he wants, which has unsurprisingly led to us getting a 4-hour, visually breathtaking movie. But is it worth your time? Is it a true masterpiece as some die-hard fans would have you believe, or is this just a rehash of what came before with more indulgence? I'm Matt from Respawning, and here's your spoiler warning as I'm going to review Zack Snyder's Justice League. A quick disclaimer, as this is a re-release, I'm going to be comparing it to the original movie. So that original movie was a mishmash of different styles and ideas, and ultimately was a disappointment because of it. The studio was too demanding on its own vision, and I don't think they ever really trusted either director that they had hired. I don't blame Whedon or Snyder, their styles didn't mesh. It's completely understandable why Snyder left in the wake of his own personal tragedy. I'm happy he's finally been able to finish this project, and potentially close this chapter on his life. Zack Snyder and his whole team have created a remarkable piece of art, with some truly breathtaking visuals throughout the movie, accompanied by a spectacular score. That doesn't come as a surprise if you've watched any of Snyder's work before, but what is a pleasant surprise is it doesn't feel like it's being done for overindulgence. It has a meaning, and it's building the story and characters in an immersive manner. I generally love the visuals of this film. It feels like a painting come to life, paintings I want plastered over my walls. I was skeptical going into this film that it all might be just too much Snyder, and that it'd be difficult to adjust to the aspect ratio, but that was all forgotten about after the opening scene revisiting Superman's death. Something that echoes Batman v Superman, with both having opening scenes where we revisit and recontextualise the ending of the previous movie. The plot now has more meaning and clarity too. You understand Steppenwolf's motivations. Whilst it's not like some villains like Killmonger or Thanos where you somewhat agree with him, at least it's clear why he wants to gather these mother boxes and destroy Earth. He needs to make it up to Darkseid. It's all that matters to him. I loved seeing Darkseid. It didn't have too much to do here, but it was an imposing presence throughout. The clear difference though, other than the runtime, is the focus given to Cyborg, who is the focal point in the humanity of Zack Snyder's Justice League. It feels almost spiteful what happened to Ray Fisher in the original movie, seeing how important he is to Zack Snyder's story and the brilliance he put in alongside it. His relationship with his father is vital to his whole character arc, and they nailed it. You feel for Victor in any of the scenes involving those two. They displayed his humanity early on with him helping a fellow student, who had suffered a personal tragedy, and in a touching scene of him learning about his abilities, helping a struggling mother. It instills Victor's core values early on, which means when we get to the hero scene of him inside Unity, being offered the choice to be with his family and no longer being a cyborg, something we learn early he resents, we're not shocked by his decision, and it manages to resolve his issues with his father simultaneously. I feel like every character is improved in this version, with Flash feeling like an actual hero rather than the comedic relief he was before, and being able to actually understand Aquaman's motivations. The setup for each character is incredible, and some of my favourite scenes of the whole movie. Snyder often gets criticised for his overuse of slow motion, but these scenes do a wonderful job of setting up these characters, who wouldn't have been introduced into the DCEU when this was initially scheduled. The music is gorgeous in these scenes, and the score is impactful throughout the movie. However, these moments stand out as something special to me. DC has always had these stories about gods and monsters and these larger than life characters, and this movie does a great job of bringing those moments to life. It feels like an epic tale, something Snyder's been trying to create for years with Man of Steel and Batman v Superman. He's finally got the characters into the right position and got the right villains to be able to complete his vision. Something that has pleased a lot of DC fans and does a great job of restoring hope to the DCEU. Something this movie does is set up the future of the Snyderverse, should he wish to continue. The whole epilogue is a constant stream of setups, all done in a satisfying way for me. The nightmare scene is a standout, with Batman and his band of heroes and villains looking to fix this nightmare. The scene with the Joker and Batman having a conversation had me hooked, and does a great job of showing what Jared Leto's Joker could have been. I'm curious what this does mean for the future of the Snyderverse, as why would you include this half-hour epilogue in a 4-hour movie, let alone do reshoots for them if you aren't planning on continuing? You could easily cut the epilogue and still have the movie end in a satisfying way. As I say, it's all setups, which unless Warner Brothers and HBO Max capitalise on, will just leave a sour taste in the mouth when it comes to rewatching. Zack Snyder's Justice League is clearly a major improvement over the original, but it's also a great movie if you've not even seen the original. It's a well-structured story with some stunning visuals used to tell these meaningful character moments. Time will tell how important this story is to the overall DCEU, but if this is a farewell, it's a beautiful way to say goodbye and an achievement for Snyder to be able to fulfill his vision. I'd give Zack Snyder's Justice League a 9 out of 10. It's done something I thought unimaginable before I saw this movie. It's got me excited about what DC do next. It's obviously a Snyder film, and sometimes it could go too far with the spectacle, but this time it all felt effective. Thank you for watching. Let us know in the comments what you thought of Zack Snyder's Justice League, and if you've enjoyed this review, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. You can also follow us on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram at RespawningUK for updates, and check out respawning.co.uk for all the latest news and reviews. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.